Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, y'all's channel, To Seeking with Veronica. A grand hope to you all. I hope everyone is having a great day. Listen here, I have been up since early this morning, and do you know, and I'm talking like 3:34, and do you know that that is a good time that the Most High can speak with you, can talk with you. There's not a whole lot of distractions and noise going on during that time. Only my fur baby, you know, he's been having pretty much a hard time, but you know, he's gonna be okay. I think he's just can feel the vibrations, the energy all around, and as you know, pets are more affected by it. Okay, so but anywho, I put up my thumbnail is a picture that I took of the moon this morning around 4 in the morning, and it was beautiful. Okay, the camera gave it no justice as far as what I saw. It looked like a rainbow around it. I saw greens, I saw reds and pinks, I saw glowing yellow, white. It was beautiful. It was, like I said, the camera does it no justice. Okay, but why did I come on? For one, I have been pressed to come on and talk about this. I really have, and I have just been waiting for the Most High to give me everything that I needed to say. First, I want to say, do understand that iron does sharpen iron. Okay, I welcome comments of individuals who have different theories, have formed their own hypothesis on things. You know, we can have our opinions, okay, but what we won't have are these scoffers that come on and just are just plain ugly and empty and dark, and you know who their father is. You know who their father is, and I just chuckle a little bit. I'll be like, what are they doing? Do they not know that everything is being taken note of as far as what they say, even what they think, and what they actually take the energy and to do? It's just amazing. It amazes me. So what I came on is because I've been awakened like every morning, probably like around 4, and I'm up. Okay, I'm up until I go back to bed at night, and I usually go outside and walk around, even if it's dark, you know, with the sky, looking at the stars and everything. And I have a message, is what I have. Okay. Now, I took notes and everything, so let me get my notes so I don't get off track here. Let me see if I can find, where did I put those notes? There they are. Okay, so I have been getting some good comments in, and I appreciate them, like I was saying, and I had started replying to a comment, and I was going to put even more in that comment, but Rock said, no, you know, this is something that you have to talk and tell his people about. So I'm going to make sure I say everything because I have it written here. Okay, first of all, I know all of us are aware of this, is that Esau has changed everything, okay, as far as the maps, the cities, the books, hidden them, destroyed them, but they're keeping tabs on them, okay, and everything has been changed by Esau, okay, and Psalms 83 is all in cahoots with it. We know this, okay? This is not anything new at all. But what I want you to understand is this channel is not for debate. I have been assigned to come on and say what thus said the Most High through his Ruach HaKodesh to tell his people. That is what I have been assigned to do. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to debate. I'm just not for it. You know, the Most High is still working on me. Okay? Truly still working on me. And I'm good at ignoring ignorance. That's something I feel that is my trademark. To be able to ignore it and to I gotten to the point I don't even have pity on them anymore. I just don't. I just know that it's hilarious that many people don't have fear for the Most High, y'all. That just amazes me, because it lets me know that they are not reading their word. They don't have a personal relationship with the Most High, y'all. They definitely do not have the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, that is what I have gathered, and that is what I have learned since I've been assigned to do these videos. Okay, so iron does sharpen iron. I do believe that. I love listening to other servants of the Most High Yah speak, and we learn from each other. Okay, you can even hear some things from Gentiles and even from the heathens, and you take it to the Most High. The Most High will straighten all that out if you ask. Okay, and that leads me to all the questions that I have been asking the Most High, and the Most High has been giving me answers. Okay, to it. Now, this is what I want you to understand. That I know that I know that we read, we're studying the word, we're going outside of the books that were hidden, and that's just some of them. I mean, just imagine all the books that are hidden and have been destroyed or this and that. Okay, just think about everything that has been switched in the word. Okay, because you have to remember this. Esau, and as he gathered all his nations, all the heathens along with it, they have agreed to lie. Okay, they have agreed to lie. Now this goes back before me, before my parents, before our grandparents, before our great-grandparents. This goes back further than that. Okay, as far as the scheming to keep the truth hidden. Okay, that goes way back. So when we're reading and we're getting revelation, or we're studying and going through different books, you have to remember that Esau has still had his hands in these books. Okay, that's why you have to seek the Most High and ask questions. You have to. You can't get on here and start arguing with people who are part of the 12 tribes, who have been assigned to do what they're doing. It's not easy. It's really not easy. If you knew the spiritual ramifications of what a true servant of the Most High has to go through when they're doing the Most High's work, you have no idea. Okay, so this is not something, oh jolly, we ready to do. You do it out of obedience, and yes, you do it with cheer, but you know that there's a lot that comes at you. Okay, and you have to reserve your energy. And I do realize and always know that the Most High is still working on me. It's still working on me, because I see some things in my comments or things people say, and I have to pray to get out of my flesh. It's what I have to do. And remember why I'm doing this and who I'm doing this for. Okay? So this is not about me. So what I'm trying to say is there are so many lies that are out there, okay? And just remember, just because someone says that the Most High sent them and they have no agendas and this and that, you got to have discernment, and you have to ask the Most High about that person, okay? As I say, chew the meat, spit out the bones. You ain't got to comment on everything or in everybody's page unless the Ruach tells you to, okay? Because when you comment on that page, and if it's from the Ruach HaKodesh, then whoever needs to see it will see it. Maybe not the one delivering the message, but it may be for someone else, okay? So chew the meat and spit out the bones, or in my case, chew the fruit and spit out the pit, okay? Because playtime is over. We don't have time for the bickering and the arguing and going back and forth. And do you not know what time we are in? Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning. It has already begun. We need to get ourselves together. Now listen here. It's only a small remnant. It's only a third. So all these other naysayers are ones that want to find little things to argue about that has nothing to do with your soul. You gotta look over those people, because they're lost anyway. Just because they melanated don't mean that they are of the 12 tribes. And if they are, do you know, if you go and read the stories of many that were in the 12 tribes, even some of the kings, even some of the children born unto them, you can hear it say, and this one done right before the eyes of the Most High, and this one did evil within the eyes of the Most High. So just because they're saying they're part of the 12 tribes and this and that, it doesn't mean that they are part of the 1/3 that's getting in, okay? So that's why you have to seek out your own relationship with the Most High Yah. You just have to do that, and you have to pray and ask for discernment, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You really do, and you need to ask for the Ruach HaKodesh. You need to ask for that, because there's a lot of teachers out there who are still mixing their agendas in there, and it was nothing the Most High said anything about. It has nothing to do with a person's soul, okay? Because this is what this is all about. But as I said, they have destroyed and hidden and changed everything by the Esau nations, and there are many lies, many thieves, okay? They have thief and cosplaying everything, okay? Many want to argue about, whether if the United States is the promised land, or in the Middle East is the promised land. You know what? That doesn't have anything to do with your soul. That has nothing to do with your soul, because all of this earth belongs to the Most High Yah. All of it does. And you can go from country to country and place to place and see where we were at, okay? So we don't, that's not even something to argue about. Yeah, you could theorize. Go ahead and you can think on that, and you can, think about and imagine that, happening and where it may be. But that's not anything to argue over. Come on, use your thinker, use your brain, okay? Start thinking. Because, let me get back to my notes. Like I said, many lies. The thieves have been identified, because they are thieves, and they got to pay back sevenfold, even more. Okay, that's what we need to be focusing on. The cause plan. Okay, and until we can study, pray, seek, knock, and until the Most High actually reveal it to us, and he revealed it to each one of his servants, okay? And then we seek out the Most High, and then the Most High always uses servants to warn his people. Always. Don't play with the warnings. Just don't play with them. It's not worth it. It's really not. And believe me, I have not been up since 4 in the morning for the past 3 or 4 nights for nothing. Okay? The Most High is speaking. The Most High is speaking to whoever ear and heart is open to hear him. Okay? So let's see. And like I said, we let me go back to this. What was I at? Okay. Like I said, we can hear, listen, and learn from each other. We can study, we can pray, we can seek, we can go through all these books, and we can come to our conclusion and on the matter. But at the same time, when we search out the matter, we don't need to say that's the final answer. Because some things are still sealed. So I'm not talking about by Esau or by these nations and these heathens. I'm not talking about that. Yah has sealed some things. And some things are on a need to know basis. Let that sink in. So I want to say, I'm saying that because we all need to search the matter out, okay? And it doesn't matter where we're going to be gathered. I want someone to tell me, why is that so important when the Most High said he is going to gather us? The Most High is going to gather us. Me personally, I'm not getting on anyone's boat or anyone's plane. I'm just not doing it, okay? Because when the Most High said he is going to gather us, you better believe it, okay? Now, I don't know what Esau's and what they have switched around. We don't know. I know we're in our spiritual wilderness. I know that for a fact, okay? But what else may have been taken out or changed around? Because I recall having many visions from the Most High Yah of seeing like two light switches, like we're in two different timelines. And the Most High said that Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning. So it's going to be like a light switch. So who is to know what has been added to or even taken away? How do we know? Now, this is just me throwing this out here, okay? How do you know that this spiritual wilderness that we are in, where the Most High is saying, come back to him, come out from amongst her, how do you know that that's the end all be all? I know the word said he's going to gather us and take us to, a place to where, we are taught everything. I know that. But do you know that Yah's time is not in any way a man's time construct? It's nothing like that. Do you know the Most High can just speak it and we can feel like we've been somewhere for 100 years, but it's only been probably 5 minutes? I'm trying to explain this. I'm trying to explain this where you can try to wrap your brain around it and not think so carnal. Even when you go and read many of the stories in the Bible, I'm trying to remember one where if you know who I'm talking about, please let me know, because this just came up in my spirit as far as when I think it was a 3-day journey, but he ended up being there probably in 1 day or less or something like that. You see what I'm saying? And just think of all the other things that were taken out. Even when Enoch was taken up. I mean, Elijah was taken up. We have to get outside of thinking that we have to go and be somewhere gathered physically in order for the Most High to then show up and get us. No, the Most High said he is going to gather us. Okay? And we are so close. I keep getting in my spirit, in my ruach, it keeps on just constantly giving me the word gather. Okay? And then letting me know that, just reminded me in it that things have been taken, things have been stolen. It's going to be recompensed. It's and they're still doing it, still stealing and taking and robbing and thieving and cosplaying and switching up things. I'm still being told even things behind the scenes that we don't know what they're doing. Okay, so this is why you have to be ready and stay ready. All of this, where we're going to be gathered and the back and forth and how we're going to be gathered and the back and forth, and that has nothing to do with if you're going to be found worthy. Okay? That's the bottom line. Have you repented? Have you turned away from your sins? Have you asked for the Ruach HaKodesh to help you? Are you following the 10 Commandments? Are you working out your own salvation with trembling and fear? Or are you in somebody else's business? I'm just asking. I'm asking you this. Because time is truly winding up. You know, just even the questions that I get in the comments. I mean, you know, if there are questions that are legit, okay, of course I answer them. But some things I'm like, you know what? If you can go and research what's going on with these celebrities and this foul and all that mess that you know ain't, so what? We know about that. We know that that's their nature. We know this. Why is that such a, you know? But if you can go and look that stuff up and find out what some celebrity is doing or what the economy is doing and what the numbers on the stock market is, then I'm pretty sure you can go and look up and research Yahusha's name. You can go look up what the Ruach HaKodesh. You can go look up and go on back to the history on the foundation of where religion come from, of where Christianity come from, where Muslim come from, where everything come from. You can go and research that if you want to know it. But don't go getting on people's pages knowing that they were signed by the Most High Yah, and you're mocking and you're scoffing and scorning. That is being taken note. I mean, I'm scared for you. But then again, some don't care because they already know that they're hell-bound. Many already know because they refuse to repent. Go and read the Apocalypse of Paul. That is not a myth. It's not a myth. Okay, so what else? Okay, so I took notes. You know me, I gotta stay on track. So I took notes. Okay, like I said, I believe we are in a spiritual exodus, okay? And I did say I'm not getting on anybody's boat or anything like that, or I'm just not doing it, okay? Because when the Most High it's gonna be so awesome how we're going to be gathered. The whole world is going to know, and you know it got to be something big. Our Elohai shows out, okay? Shows out. So what else did I say? Okay, this is one thing too that I wanted to. I think this is the last thing here that I wanted to talk about. Okay, now I've already mentioned that you know that things have been changed around, moved around, hidden, burned, just so we don't know the truth. They pretty much hidden a lot of things from us, but they know. They're keeping up with everything, okay, that's going on. They know what's about to happen. They know, okay? So I want you to think about the 12 tribes and how if you want to make sure that so-called people don't come together even in a spiritual same conscious as the Most High Yah, you know, lining up, being in alignment, it is to cause bickering and division, okay? Bickering and division amongst each other. And I see that it's done. That was a psychological thing that they made sure happen, okay? And I can see it. I mean, and then you can see the egos rising up. People want to be better than this person. They don't want to learn. Many don't want to learn. Pay in mind, there's already, just remember when Lot had to separate, you know, when they had to separate and go their separate ways. We already have that. Now just imagine that evil Esau Edomite mess, put that mess in there and put that division from centuries, I'm talking centuries, to where we're bickering with each other, okay? But we have to learn how to adapt and accept all other differences in people, but never taught to accept the differences in each other, in each other tribes, okay? And even as individuals, and I'm talking to us melanated people, okay? And only a third of them really, because everybody not listening, okay? Because they want to be called everything else, FBAs and this and that, and want to limit their brain to this being our land when the whole earth. If you do your history and your research, we were everywhere, ruling everywhere, and the Most High is going to put everything back in order, okay? But just think about the bickering and how we are, many of us are, with each other. That's how I know it's the Most High that's going to have to bring all this together. And I wouldn't dare trust any type of group, organization, or nothing, because we are still in captivity under Esau, and many people have a price. So this is not about no organization, no group, this is no religion, this is no nothing. This is all about getting back in the arms of the Most High Yah. That's what this is all about. Getting ourselves right, aligning the best that we can align. That's all it's about. I can't stress that enough. We've all been bamboozled, okay? We have all been bamboozled. And as soon as you get that in your mind and understand that this is just all a game, but we don't know the rules, okay? We don't know their rules, but we know who runs everything and rules everything. We know his rules. We know his expectations out of us. And our Elohim, our Yahuwah, is long suffering, loving. He loves us. But he is not going to keep putting up with what a lot of people are throwing out. It's just no excuse for it. Like I said, the Most High, I'm glad that I don't have superpowers and this and that, because a lot of people what I'm trying to say is I'm not Yahusha. I'm not Yahuwah. I don't have all of that in me, okay? The Most High has helped me a whole lot. I have come a long way, okay? I really have. And this assignment has helped me a lot. It really has. It has helped my soul, because I am still working out my salvation with trembling and fear. I'm in constant repentance. Constant. Whatever the Ruach bring to my attention, whatever my thoughts are that are not right, yeah, they're shrinking less and less, but still, and yet I still got this flesh on. And you have to remember the same. you have to remember the same. When you get ready to do something or say something, say, am I in my flesh? Or is this of Yahushua's nature? Will my Father, Abba Yah, be pleased with how I'm acting and what I'm doing? Now, if Yahuwah is not your father, then then Hashatan is very pleased with you. Just really pleased with you. Okay, what the things I see, especially in the comments and other people's pages, and what they're saying and how they're mixing their agendas in with with y'all's word that has nothing to do with a person's soul. Just want to push people under their thumbs and just, I don't know what's going on with them. I just feel they don't have a fear for the Most High Yah. That's what I feel. So just remember that whatever you're putting your energy towards is what is in your heart and what has your attention. That's all I want to say, okay? Because y'all, we are too close. It's this 2026. Everything is so significant right now. If you read the word and just see how things are lining up, what they accidentally left in there, and then you have to remember some things the rock just will teach you. You don't have to tell where you got this from or where you got that from. Why don't you pray and ask? You see what I'm saying? So I'm done. I just wanted to say that time is winding up. It is too close right now for you to play. It really is. It's too close. It's too close. It can happen just like that. And then we don't even know. They say, what we read and what we research, how things supposed to be in order. But how do you know? Because I got some deep feeling within me. Okay? It's something that's not right when the Most High said Esau is the end, Jacob is the beginning. It's going to be like a light switch. And then we're gathered, and then everything's destroyed, then everything's rebuilt, and then the ones that cleave, rebuild and serve us. And then the reign and it of 1,000 years. To me, you have to understand, if you would think if you were, just think as the dirtiest, low downest that you can think of. Okay, just try to go there on how you would make it to where you can stay in power. It would be in the writings. You'll make sure that people, excuse me. I was up this morning, like I said, I went out walking this morning, and my eyes are again messed up. And plus they're out here mowing the yard. But anywho, more in the area. But just think of the most evilest thing. Let's say you wanted to rule and keep ruling, and you got other generations coming, so you got to erase things, you got to change things, you got to even write your narrative in there. Probably 600, 700, 1,000 years ago, the narrative was already written. I mean, you just got to think about it, okay? I know thinking this day and time can be dangerous. Now, I don't remember if I said this or not, okay, but I did say it in another video that if all of a sudden a lot of the teachers or servants of the Most High videos or channel is all of a sudden gone, first of all, that is the word, okay, that it will happen and y'all will allow it to happen. But if it does happen, and they start asking for this and that, because I'm having problems with my YouTube now, especially my other channel. I can't even get in there and do anything unless I verify some things, and that's when I step back. Okay, I don't have anything to do with that. But what I'm trying to say is things are gonna have to go silent, okay, because time is getting close. Okay, Time is getting close, and the way to control everything is control what is being said. So that's what I want to say. So if that does happen, just stay in your word, pray to the Most High, and the Most High will give you directions on what to do, where to go. Yeah, that's your Father. And the Father wants you safe. Okay, so I've been on here long enough. Let me wrap this up. Until next time, I love you much. Be Veronica.